Welcome brawlers, I'm the Hermit, and today we're going to be playing the Flip Ashling Commander. On the front side she's red, on the back she's blue, in both cases a 1/3, and the way she transforms is at the beginning of your first main phase, you pay 1 mana of the color she would transform to. Then the front side, when it enters or transforms into it, we get a loot, discard and draw, and on the backside at the beginning of our first main or when she transforms we get 2 mana or only 4 spells with mana value 4 or greater. Notably, we can also use that mana for spells without paying for the full cost. So for instance, Jane's Perfected Mind, if we complete it we can pay just 1 mana plus the 2 from Ashling and the Phyrexian paying life. But also we can do some stuff with Overlord of the Floor Pits and Moldrifter. We pay for the Evoke cost or the Impending cost or even the Warp cost for Quantum Riddler. In any of these cases we still get to use the mana from Ashling, so that's why we include them. Otherwise we play some Del cards. They can also use the mana from Ashling, and some just value 6 drops and a lot of 4 drops, so we get most of it. So we have Reverse Rebuke rather than Cyclonic Rift, Chandra Awakened Inferno as a finisher, uncounterable, Roaring Furnace / Steaming Sauna. If we have Ashling out, we play the backside first, otherwise the Roaring Furnace is good enough as a removal spell. We are also playing Ashling Command for a little flavor, but also just to try it out. It can make a copy of an elemental. If we copy Ashling, maybe we can keep one as a front and one as the backside. But also maybe we just want to draw cards, deal damage to our opponent's creatures, or make treasures. We have Big Score and Unexpected Windfall as ways to cycle through our deck. Same thing with Ral Crackling Wheat or Ral Izzet Viceroy. We have Key to the Archive. Since we can choose mana of any color, even if the key would die, we could cast one of the bigger spells with Ashling. The rest is going to be your typical Izzet pile with some artifacts for ramp, just because we have so much expensive stuff. We have the Talisman, Signet, Arcane Signet, Izzet Signet, Cold Steel Heart, and Mindstone. Then we have some cheap interaction, as well as Hydroponic Architects, just because it's one of my favorite ways to start a game in blue. Since we are not running that many creatures, obviously search for Ascanta. But some of the creatures we run are just value creatures like Azur's Binder, the Shana's Tidebinder, so they nullify our opponent's commander. Snapcaster Mate to recast, Volatile Stormdrake to steal our opponent's creatures, and the Incarnations with the Evoke, so we can play them for free by exiling cards. A couple of counter spells, a couple of rats in Fire Magic and Spiteful Banditry, and some more removal, as well as Ragavan, because it's the best 1-drop in the format. So that's the deck. Now let's head into the queue and see if we can keep up the backside of Ashling. Muldrotha, and we have Gemstone. Let's keep it. Do we try to get Ashling? Yeah, probably. At the very least for the entertainment value, I think. Also because we didn't draw a land there. We don't want to miss any land drops here. Thank you. Sure. It's gonna be blue mana all around. Play Jace, mill ourselves this way. Next turn we're gonna be able to use the Ashling mana to get our dig through time. Invasion of Amonkhet. I guess we send one Shitong. We make the blue mana. And we decline here. Only one land? No, maybe we should get both of the lands here. We should mill again. Draw a card. Behold the multiverse with Fortel. And we will crack this just for a land here. I mean, for a basic island. We are gonna signal we have counterspell up. But ideally we will use Tail's End. Necromancy, Omlumra, I guess. Maybe let's Tail's End it. Nice, says opponent. Thank you. Decline. And we play Search for Ascanta. The only hole, as it were, in our plan is the fact that we are chipping only 1 damage per turn. But transform. I guess this should be... Do we cash in Jace? Maybe not.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
They need a rat here. But even then we can Pyrogoyf. Okay, yeah, removal might also work. Aftermath Analyst. Okay. Okay, I guess technically it was the correct play to mill first. But yeah, this just signals that we're gonna be killing our opponent very, very soon. And obviously the Overlord is what kills the Analyst. So, good game, Smuldrada. I guess they did stumble on mana, and that was enough for us to beat them. But to be fair, maybe they kept a low hand just because they were gonna necromancy on Lomra. Good games though. And at the crossroads, I guess we can win this one. If they have a mana dork here. Okay. We were going to unable to scream, but now we are just patient with it. Voice of victory. Maybe Ashling then. And we might not transform just yet, so Behold the multiverse. Behold the multiverse can go away for now. Opponent is just ramping. Swords to plowshares, sure. Cultivate from opponent. I guess we just passed. Uro. Yeah, 6/6s tend to be a really bad deal for us. As Izzet. The Fairy's protection, so they don't have to sacrifice Uro. A noble hierarch. Can we do everything we want and still transform? I guess. We're not gonna be able to use the mana. But we can Molten Impact here. And Suplex there. Oh, I should have countered and realized that we could also keep up Tails and if I didn't do all of that. Oh, right, but they have Cavern of Souls, so. Archon of Emiria. And will transform. Unless he would die. But for that we need a red card. No dice. Maybe we still send the transform trigger. Ephemerate. And time warp. GG's. Imskir Iron Eater. I guess. Goes vacuum from opponent. I guess we should send away the heart. We will try to keep one Shitong. One Shitong, so we can settle the Imskir from opponent. Patchwork Automata. I guess that's enough trying. And opponent doesn't like it. GG's, I guess. Visa. Orbital Overseer. So probably a tempo deck of some sort. All we need is to stick the Beastbinder. And I think we will be okay. And then get Birds of Paradise. Actually, maybe we bolt the bird. Not only for lorded reasons, or because it's the mantra I suppose, but because Flame Slash might kill their commander at some point. Maybe Ashling was better there. Lotus Cobra. Brazen Borrower. Guess we Dragon Hunt. Ooh. Not what we wanted to see. Okay. Yeah. I won't be surprised if we lose this one. We Flame Slash, Molten Impact. Actually, might have been better to Flame Slash and then Ashling. Well, yeah, we lose on the damage there. That's okay though. Coma Cosmo Serpent. Ooh. And that's gonna be enough. GG's. Yeah, that's a couple of turns when we didn't get our lands. Really detrimental for us. GG's. I mean, Renan 6. Okay. This is... And we need to remember you cannot exile Fury to... I mean, you cannot exile Ghostfire's Light to Fury because it's technically colorless. Elfish Reclaimer from opponent. Ooh, they had Veil of Summer. Nice. Here, what are we going to discard? I guess it's going to be like this. Put all the damage from Fury on their commander. Selling the Izzet Charm. Discard Koth. Although he would be nice. I think Jace might be better. Midweaver Puck. Opponent doesn't know we have Jace. Let's pay only 3 mana and 2 life.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion. I will clear your mind.
Cold Steel Heart? I don't think so. Sylvan's crying. What can they get with it? Maybe... okay, a fetch land? Sure. Ooh, they went after Jace. Fair enough.
Your victory is an illusion, nothing more.
For this one, we played the Overlords for price. Lotus Cobra. And I think we might be ahead now at this point. Unless they have removal for the Overlord, but I think they just had the activation of Reclaimer there. Let's draw some cards here. And I think we Muldrift there. Traveling Chocobo. With exploration, that's actually decent. Once upon a time, for another land. To Primeval Titan. We are going to brainstorm with Jace. Steaming Zona. Destroy this guy. I guess maybe it was wiser to keep the Sanctuary. Play it so we could draw the counter spell. But we don't have any, so it's not relevant. Yeah, I don't think we play Mystic Sanctuary just yet. Ooh. Right. That might hurt. Arena of Glory. And I guess they kill Jace as well. Alakut. Yeah, and I guess they have Valakut online now. Let's see if we can get something here. Nope. GG's, I guess. Maybe we have a bounce spell with the Sorna, but I don't think. Yep. There's much else we can do. GG's. Maybe we had a couple of other turns, but it was going to be really difficult. Or is it here? GG's. Is the Hunger Tide. We mulliganed all the way to 6, and I guess we are also going to send away that card. Meet. Use the command. Opponent has delighted halfling. Okay, what are you gonna do now? If you decide to kill Ashling for some reason, okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, thank you for letting us do that, opponent. And now we'll see if we can get a reverse rebuke. Well, we will be able to do it, but maybe we draw something better. It seems like that's not the case. Halfling and Lenover Elves. Okay, we have a bolt. Maybe this is where we consider transforming back so that we can draw something else. If we don't like what we have in our hand. Doubling season. Ooh. Sink into stupor is not gonna be it. Come on, we need something good here. Grave Shifter to get back the delighted halfling. Yeah, I guess that counts. So we can do this 1, 2, 3. X equals 6, 8. There we go. Now they might kill one Chiton with Chris, but I think we should be okay with that. Okay, let's get Goth here.
One day, this land will be ours again. Catch this!
Then we attack Grist, Mindstone. And we pass. Yeah, maybe this isn't the deck for Goth. But I like that we can just plus for a mountain. I will never not enjoy that.
Fighting.
Card land.
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will. We can improve upon
Maddening
your
Hex.
ideas.
I guess we will need to counter the enter trigger. This is 3, so just need to not mess up.
I know where to find all the
Ural.
answers.
Show me what you've got. Hold this lightning rod? Thanks.
Oh, so this is an interesting one. I think both of these. Maybe Soplex. Now let's go with Sorority. they will need to decide whether they go for Jace or Ral. Ral it is.
You won fair and square.
We say you full of Atuk to the Aftermath Analyst. Let's add Arena of Glory mana, play the Overlords. GG's, I guess. And even if they regenerate this guy, I guess we could put the counters on it. Well, no, the damage on it once, they regenerate, become tapped. But then we attack, we do it again. Or maybe we attack, hit the elves. Yeah, that could also put our opponent on the back foot. Either ways, GG's. Emperor Apatek Intley. Yeah, unfortunately for us, they are going to be about big toughness. We can deal with 4, but anything beyond that, it's on the air. So they have a lightning bolt, it seems. No, only 4 mana. So okay, it seems like they have hexproof and indestructible. Maybe? Yep. Untrack. Ooh. Okay, since opponent is offering the trade, maybe we take it. Creature you control, so yeah. Esper Sentinel. Okay. Or your castling. That's not actually that good. Let's dig through time, see what we get. Banditry, actually good. But if they have another big creature, we are probably going to die. Okay, yep, we die. GG's. Yeah, we were not gonna be able to kill everything they had, so I guess we should wait. Just, well, even if we have Reverse Rebuke on top, we use it, but then they just replay Kogla and Jitaro, deal 7 to us. We are still not in a good position. GG's. Against Velothar. Actually, this might work just fine. Although we will lose a decent amount of life from this islet, I think getting some Dragaband through, well, if they don't have removal, it means we are going to be a-okay. Hardened Scales. Okay then. At this point, I think we might be stern scolding something. Yep, precisely. And then we can deep analysis for free. Good games, I guess. Yeah, we were going to get to transform. We lose a life, then we lose even more for deep analysis. I guess maybe we play a land and play Key to the Archive here. Either way. Opponent didn't like it, and Velothar would also enter just as a 3-3. Bolt range. Finally, not a deck with a lot of 4 power, well, 4 toughness creatures plus. Good games, I guess. Muldrotha again. Sure. Let's start with Ashling. Seems like that's good enough. Unfortunately, we don't have a target for Shobasite yet. And Muldrotha is going to be out of the range either way. Let's go for the Overlord. And next turn I think we play Chandra, Talisman. I still Explorer. Ooh. Maybe Chandra and remove the Explorer. Okay, wire my.
Hey, over here. Yup, you're going down.
Do we also want to remove the Might? I guess maybe Beastbinder is more of a priority. Yeah, and we can even combine Beastbinder with Izzet Charm. So that should be fun. Or just Beastbinder on Muldrotha. Here, okay, if our opponent wanted, they would be able to use the Might. No, yeah, use the Might for Phyrexian Tower, play Muldrotha, play land from the graveyard, cast Muldrotha. Do they have a reanimate? Twilight Diviner. When this attacks. No, when another creature enters from the graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it. Here we will attack. Blank the Diviner. And what else? Okay. That's unfortunate. So let's plus
This'll be easy.
Talisman and destroy the Diviner. I think if we manage to ultimate Chandra, that's our win con for now. And with the Beastbinder, maybe we can lock down Muldrotha. Witness protection. Oof. Let's see what's on top of our deck.
This is gonna
Flame Slash. So I think we can manage to ult Chandra here, or it's a... Yeah, and we play the Hawks just because they can play Invasion or Liliana to make us discard it. I guess they don't have Binding of the All Gods, otherwise they would just snap play it. They take 6 from the Hex. Common Titan, Marauder, Explorer, Utopia's Pro. Here I guess we block with Ashling because we don't want them to have the ability to replay Witness Protection. Maybe that was a mistake after all. Although, yeah, they cannot get it back this turn because they already have their fetches here. Their shocks, I mean. They can only get, yeah, like that. So, it's -7.
There's no problem fire can't solve.
Guard the Islet. Then Dragon Hunt, damage to the face, Ashling, damage to the face. Good games, opponent. That was actually close. Yeah, that Witness Protection was very clutch for our opponent. Although they messed up in the end. The fact that they played, well, yeah, they couldn't get any blue sources with their fetches. Any untapped blue sources, so didn't think too far in advance, I guess. Good games. So that's gonna be it for today. And in the end, I did decide to change code and instead play a couple of control auras, namely Control Magic and Kidnap, just so that we have a couple of more ways to deal with our opponent's big stuff. I think those were our Achilles heels. So if you run into them a lot, you maybe can include the one from Edge of Eternities, I think is good enough. Or if you want to go expensive, Imbolas's Clutches can even steal lands and can steal any permanent, if that's what you want. If you do that, maybe you can remove Crackling Wit, or even other Ral. And if you feel like you need more rats, you can always include Ill-Time Explosion, just because it allows you to discard one of your big spells and deal a bunch of damage, essentially ratting the entire board of creatures. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one.